But it's time to move on to our next cruise, and this is with Princess Cruises on board the Royal Princess, and stunning ship on board the Regal Princess rather, and this is your chance of being away 11 nights, Scandinavia and Russia as well. Let's take you on board and just talk you through. Again, Princess Cruises have got an amazing reputation, haven't they?
Oh, they're a very, very well-known, trusted cruise line that people go back to again and again and again. And the Regal Princess made her debut in spring 2014. And the 3,600 passenger ship is a sister to the new Royal Princess, so shares many of the features from that ship, so perhaps you know it. So it's a very new ship. You've got balconies on 80% of her cabins, a huge feeling of space on board, you know, so you'll never feel crowded, you'll never feel like you're amongst as many people as are actually on board.
Often get, you know, I often get asked, you know, are the ships crowded and things, but no, there is so much space. You can always find, you know, quiet areas, quiet bars.
Absolutely, and, you know, they've got some, I know, this is gorgeous, doesn't it? Oh. Some really nice features. You can see all the lovely restaurants here, and you can see how, you know, upmarket they are, you know, how you're going to really dine in style, and at different ones, because you've got Sabatini's, you've got the Crown Grill, you've got, you know, the pizzeria, so you can go somewhere different and not get bored. And then how about a movie under the stars as well, something Princess do really well.
And you know, I've had that experience, and it is magical.
Oh, so nice. They give you a little blanket in case it's slightly chilly, and then you can hit the dance floor or just curl up with a book. You know, this is the thing. You do what you like on a cruise. You'll have some nights where you're maybe right in the middle of all that action, and other nights where you're just taking it easy. Shows as well.
And the shows are a big part of it for me, you know, because I love going to the West End, but you're talking about £100 a ticket a lot of the time now.
Yeah.
And the shows, the standards are exceptional. And the staterooms, again, you'll never go on a Princess cruise and find that the staterooms need a little bit of TLC. The standards are
clean, comfortable, amazing bed linen. You know, it's those little things actually that I do really notice.
Actually, you forget how comfy the beds always are.
And it's so soothing as well, because on a ship that size, you don't really feel that you're at sea, but you have got that slight sort of soothing motion. I love it. You'll get a great night's sleep.
Adore your Princess experience on board the Regal Princess. Now, let's show you where you're going to be cruising from. So we're flying you over to Copenhagen, first of all, aren't we?
Absolutely, and then you'll transfer from the airport to the port and embark the ship for 11 nights. And on day 2, you'll be sailing into Oslo, so the capital of Norway. And actually, as the ship approaches, you'll approach through the Oslo fjord. So, yeah, cameras at the ready, basically. Amazing scenery. But you've also got lovely modern architecture in Oslo, parks, museums. You've got famous things like the screen painting in their National Gallery, so lots to do and see. Day 3, we sail to Gothenburg in Sweden, and then day 4, we arrive in Berlin, which is a really very happening city as well. We're still in Sweden here. Doesn't it look pretty? Gothenburg, it looks sort of almost like a fairy tale place, doesn't it?
It's magical, yeah.
Yeah. Then we're arriving off to Berlin, which is on day 4. To Warnemünde is the port, and very happening place. I love Berlin. It's got a great feel to it. It really is. And then day 5, you're at sea. Day 6, we sail into Tallinn, which is in Estonia. And the kind of biggest attraction that cruise passengers tend to go to is the remarkably restored medieval old town, which is amazing. You've still got like the cobblestone streets and medieval architecture that basically hasn't really changed for about 600 years. So it is a bit like being in a storybook, and beautiful palaces, ancient towers, but it's also quite an artsy place. It's lovely. It really is fairy tale surroundings. And go up to Tumpi Hill as well. Then...
I am desperate to visit St Petersburg. And we're overnight here, aren't we?
Yeah, really. If you're going to choose somewhere to have an overnight, if you've never been before, St Petersburg, they've planned this perfectly. Obviously, there's so much history, you know, from the Cold War to the sort of Tsar time in St Petersburg.
I think there's a lot of the architecture that I'd love to see.
There are palaces galore, and the river, opulence. You could even get a boat and go down the river and see a lot from just a boat ride, or you can choose a couple to go and actually go inside and have a look. But you've got the ballet, you've got, you know, and Peter the Great founded the city, and basically he was inspired by London, Paris and Vienna, so it's got a real mixture about it, and these big onion domed churches that you saw there as well. So, fascinating place, loads of history. It was obviously involved in the war as well, Second World War. Go to the Hermitage Museum. There are places galore to see. St Isaac's Cathedral. Day 9, though, we're then off to another really fascinating place, Helsinki in Finland, before we arrive on day... there it is. Beautiful coloured waterfront there. And then we're going off to Stockholm in Sweden, where you'll definitely want to go and visit Gamla stan, which means, and literally is, old town. So again, you've got these amazing coloured buildings. You've got an 18th century royal palace on top of the hill. And, you know, the great thing about being on a cruise as well, Stockholm's known for being sort of a little bit expensive, but you can eat on board and then go and do all your sightseeing.
As was Helsinki as well.
Yeah,
but
it is.
You're so right, Gemma. You know, I always sort of like have a really hearty breakfast, go and have a wander around and come back, generally speaking, for afternoon tea. So,
yeah, exactly. And actually, you're just about hungry by the time you're after the big breakfast that I eat. So yes, and then we're off to Copenhagen, which will be day 12 by then, because you've had another day at sea, and then you go back to the airport and fly home.
Now, while you're on board this beautiful ship, wouldn't it be nice to have some spending money? What about if you wanted maybe a spa treatment? What about if you wanted to you know, buy some drinks on an evening? What about if you wanted to do some shopping? Well, the great thing is, and this is exclusive to Planet Cruise, we're going to give you some onboard spend, a minimum of $400.
That's so much money.
It is.
It's a lot of money. And the thing is, on cruise ships, you do have shops where you'll be tempted to buy a few goodies. Or, for me, the spa is such a luxury, the chance to just... unwind.
And the way this will work, by the way, when you get on board, you'll be given a sea pass. You'll be using that for anything that you buy on the cruise. It's a little bit like a credit card, but you'll already have at least $400 on your sea pass. So if you know, the moment you board, you'll have your sea pass. If you want to go to the bar and you know, buy a drink, you'll already have money on your sea pass to buy those. And we will give you a minimum of $400. This is exclusive to Planet Cruise, up to $485, depending on your stateroom. That is exclusive. It's free. It's an awful lot of spending money. Return flights there as well. We can also provide flights from most UK airports, of course, as well. And the pricing, we've got great prices for interior, balcony, and we even have some mini suites available as well. And don't forget, if you've just got any questions, if you need more information, you can give us a call on our free phone number, which is 0800 840 1088. Can I just say thank you to everybody that's already booked a cruise with us, and if we haven't tempted you so far, don't forget we can find you any cruise with any cruise liner any time of the year, so give us a call right now.